What's up, gang? Well, about a month or 6 weeks ago, I did a review or an overview on a Silky saw, and it's been no secret since then. And even at the end of that video, that's the saw that I prefer, even over the Laplander. There's some drawbacks on either side, but regardless, I ended up getting some new clothes, so to speak, for that Silky saw, and today I just want to show that off. Alright guys, well, if you've been a fan of my channel for any length of time or a viewer, you know that I have done a lot of overviews or reviews of Wolfe Customs items. If I'm going to get something in leather, yeah, I'm pretty much going to turn to Justin Wolfe first. I believe in his work. His work is rock solid, and he's a friend of mine, so I just choose to support him first. But here's the deal. This Silky saw is the one that I reviewed, or did an overview or comparison, whatnot. I mean, it wasn't really a review or, saying you should choose this saw over anything else, but this is why I choose this saw over anything else. That was what that video was about. So this is what Justin came up for it. I sent him a saw just like it, and I told him, said, hey, come up with something cool for it, and he did. Boy, howdy did he. Alright guys, this is just on the dangler. So you can see here, dangler is the left side carry. This is the way I prefer it. You guys may say, hey, that kind of looks kind of backwards. Well, it is and it isn't. If I cross draw, use my left hand to hold onto the sheath and draw it with my right, it comes out just right. If for whatever reason I need to draw it with my left hand only, really jerk it out of there, it doesn't, because this is non-dominant. This is my non-dominant hand. Because it comes out kind of weird, it doesn't matter. It feels weird anyway. That's just me. I asked Justin to come up with it that way. So anyway, this is just his standard dangler carry. One thing I love about his dangler system is that it is about an inch deeper or longer than most other dangler systems, which means it brings it far out of reach. If I'm using a backpack to carry, or backpacking or camping or whatnot, this comes far out of reach of that thick belt that goes around your waist, and I really like that. So it still leaves this accessible, this saw and his other sheath systems. It's really handy that way. Now let's move on to some other different carry options. Alright, and if for whatever reason the dangler system doesn't work for you, or if you just don't like it, don't prefer it, you do have the built-in belt loop option on the sheath itself, which works really well, especially for two-handed removal. Now, as the sheath is new, it does take a decent amount of force to remove it. It will break in, but knowing Justin's work, it's still always going to be fairly difficult. And so one-handed removal, as it's brand new, is going to take a bit of force. But once it breaks in, it's not going to be that hard. But still, either way, you're not going to have to worry about losing your saw. It is in there. Once it's in there to stay until you actually want it to be removed. Alright guys, and you also have the Scout carry. It works both ways, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But right now you have a left-hand carry, which leaves right-hand side for your EDC or whatever knife you choose to have with you. In this case, it just so happens to be a Wolfe Customs Razorback knife. It's a great little knife. I love it. It works great for an EDC, but that's a subject for another video. In fact, if you want to check that out, I do have a review up on my channel about 4 months ago that does outline that knife fairly well. Anyway, Scout carry works really well. It's nice and tight, comes out one-handed very easily, but it is also very snug. This knife is not leaving the sheath unless you actually want it to. Alright guys, and like I said, Scout carry will work for right-handed side too. So the carry options are totally up to you. Again, you have the dangler system, which is just like this. The dangler system, you can have it just straight up on the belt loop, and you can do Scout carry either side. Alright guys, well there is the review or overview, or just basically showing off more so than anything else, of the sheath from the Silky saw that Justin has come up with. And I have to say guys, I have owned Justin's work for 3.5 years, give or take a little bit, and every time that I ask him to come up with something custom for me, and this is the first Silky sheath he's made, every time I ask him to come up with something custom for me, no matter what it is, I'm used to expecting the unbelievable almost from Justin. And he somehow seems to ratchet it up a notch each time I get something from him. And this is the first time I've received something with this depressed leather look or worn leather look with these indents, and just, I don't know, it just adds so much character. And I know that's just aesthetics there, but to be honest with you guys, in the 3.5, maybe 4 years that I've owned his stuff, all the way back to a more robust Sheath, I have experienced a level of bomb-proof leatherwork that I have not seen anywhere else from any other manufacturer. Sure, his work has received the scuff marks from sitting on rocks and, you know, scrubbing next to trees and just the stuff you'd expect. But the thing is, I have never lost a knife. I have never felt like I was going to lose it. The retention has never weakened to the point where I felt like if I turned the sheath upside down, or if I fell down a ravine or whatnot, that it was going to come loose. You know, it has always stayed 100% rock solid functionality wise. You know, user error on my part may scratch it up, but the fact of the matter is, you know, retention wise, keeping your tools safe and protected, it has always been 100% bomb proof. And really, like I said in the beginning of this video, the retention on this thing, he has somehow managed to take it one step above. I mean, I'm having to force it in and force it out. Anyway, guys, if you have any more questions about his work, you can find him online at www.wolfecustoms.com. He has a lot of different products you can check out there, different pictures and descriptions and information you can check out there. Also, you can find him on Facebook. Well, his Wolfe Customs page. Just do a Facebook search for Wolfe Customs. It'll come right up. It's one of the larger bushcraft-esque type groups on Facebook. It'll come right up. Just do a search for it. And anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. You can also find him on Facebook under Wolfe. God, damn it, I lost my fucking initiative. And if you want to check him out on Facebook, you can find him on Facebook, on his Facebook. Facebook. How many more times can I say Facebook? Oh.